What up? What up? What up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new episode of Sportsway with Dray podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own Dray Day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Listen, your boy has been getting a lot of subscribers as of late. So I don't know what it is that I'm doing, but I'm gonna try to keep it going. So again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. Hit that notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you will instantly get a notification. Uh First things first, before I get into what I want to speak about. Uh I know this past weekend I was supposed to do the Hood's ESPN Jeopardy, the sixth installment. I had did a video about it a few weeks ago. I can't even remember the exact date, but I basically broke it down that I'm bringing it back. Unfortunately, I had to push that back. We had to postpone that because your boy was under the weather. Okay. It started Thursday night. Thursday night. Coming home from work, was coughing like crazy. Then Friday, I started getting the body aches, started getting the headaches. Tried to make it to work, tried to thug it out. Within 2 hours of me being there, I had to leave. Like my manager and assistant director saw it in my face that I wasn't well. And they allowed your boy to go home. So all Saturday, the whole weekend, I basically was confined to my bed trying to get well. I'm still not 100%. It's just this damn cough that I'm dealing with. And that's it. Other than that, I'm good, but just that damn cough. But shout out to my man Javon. Shout out to my man Miz 100, and shout out to my little homie Munchie because those were gonna be the three guys that was going to be on that Jeopardy episode. It is still going to happen. It is still going to happen. We're just trying to figure out the proper date to do it, but it's definitely going to happen next month in February. It's definitely going to happen in February. Chances are it's going to have to be one of my weekends that I'm off, but just know it is going to still happen. It just so happened that I wound up getting sick on the weekend of it. And trust me, I was not too thrilled about it. I was very, very disappointed that I couldn't do that Jeopardy because I was very much looking forward to it. Everything was locked and loaded. The questions were ready. Uh, the thumbnail was ready. Like y'all was gonna get a kick out how I was gonna promote this thing. But again, it is still going to go down. It is going down next month. I don't know the exact date, but I will, do probably a little PSA video, like one of those short videos or something, letting y'all know that is going down. But it is going down next month, that's for sure. But y'all see the title of this. NFL divisional recaps and championship game predictions. Now, again, I was confined to my crib the whole weekend. In fact, I was confined to my room. Like this little bunker that you see me in right now, this is where I was confined. Like there was no roaming around the crib. There was no rolling in the the only time I went in the kitchen was, to grab something to eat or grab something to drink or to go to the bathroom. That's it. There was no chilling in the living room or nothing like that. I was confined to these walls in this room the whole weekend. So I was able to watch all four games at its entirety. Obviously, one of the games, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Detroit and Commanders game. I don't remember what I said about that video. I do know I said Detroit was going to win. I'm not sure if I said that it would be a nail biter. I think I said it would be a nail biter with the Rams and Eagles, which it was. But the first game, the Chiefs and the Texans. Now, listen, I'm not surprised of that outcome. I knew the Chiefs was going to win. I'm quite sure we all expected the Chiefs to win. But I will say this, though. Yes, the Chiefs won 23-14, right? But when you have players on specific teams at the end of the game talk about we knew it was going to be us against the refs, you know, obviously we know what it is, right? Like if you have been watching this football season and you have watched primarily Kansas City Chiefs games, you will see that the officiating for the Chiefs is at a crazy rate. Now, this is coming from someone who was a Patriots fan, hence to was, because when Tom Brady left, I left because my loyalty was to Tom Brady. It wasn't to New England. It was to Tom Brady. I was a fan of his since Michigan. So my loyalty was to him, not to New England. But I digress. I remember that people used to get at us and be like, oh, the Patriots used to get all these calls. See, the refs is cheating for the Patriots. The refs is cheating for Tom Brady. I'm looking at these games, especially this past season, and there's been some bogus ass calls that not even the refs gave us when we was playing. You know what I'm saying? But like it's clear, like it's clear as day that the Chiefs are getting help from the referees. Like if you don't if you don't see that, if you're not seeing that, then you are naive as hell. You're naive as hell. And there have been countless games this year, countless games where the Chiefs have gotten out of games because of help from the referees. This game is no different. Okay. Now, I will admit, the Texans kind of didn't help their case because you did give up about 8 to 9 sacks. CJ Stroud was on that grass, well, that turf, a good 8 to 9 times due to a sack, right? Y'all missed the field goal. Y'all missed the extra point. So you left a lot of opportunities on that field, right? Do I still think they would have beaten the Chiefs? Like if all of that wouldn't have happened, let's say CJ Stroud got half the sacks. And let's say that they did make the extra point. Let's say they did make a field goal. Do I still think they would have won? No, I don't. But the crazy thing is, outside of just the game in general, the main thing that is being talked about is how the Chiefs constantly get help from the referees. Bogus calls. Bogus calls. Mahomes got 2 crazy ass calls where it wasn't even nothing crazy. Now I get it. He's supposed to be the cash cow and this, that, and the third. But these these bogus calls is just flat out crazy. And it's been going on for a few years now. A few years now. I listen, Travis Kelce did his thing. He did his thing in this game. My only issue with Travis, and it's not even Travis Kelce, right? Travis Kelce is just out there playing the game that he loves, getting his catches, getting the touchdown, all that shit. My issue with watching the Chiefs is this. If Travis Kelce gets a catch and it's a first down, you know who they're going to point to. They're going to put that camera and they are going to show it on Taylor Swift. Now, this past weekend, they had Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark. I love me some Caitlin Clark, so I have no problem with them showing her. But my issue is that every time the Chiefs are on TV and every time Travis Kelce makes a catch, they make it their business. They make it their due diligence to show this girl in the suite. We do not care that she's at the game. We don't. I don't want to hear nothing about how, the little girls, the Swifties, they may be watching with their dads and now they want to watch because they know Taylor Swift is there. Miss me with that crap. We do not care that she is at the game. We don't need to see her every time Travis Kelce gets a first down. We don't need to see her clapping and acting like she know what the hell is going on. We don't need to see that. We don't care. We don't. We honestly don't, right? But again, congrats to the Chiefs on getting that dub. Patrick Mahomes didn't have his best game. Let's just get that out the way. Me personally, again, I think the MVP of that game obviously is Travis Kelce. 117 yards, about 6 to 7 catches. He got that touchdown that basically sealed the deal. For me, he was the MVP of that game, right? But again, the whole love fest with Taylor Swift, like I can honestly see why people don't want Kansas City to win. I allow myself. I allow myself. I'm not even gonna hold you. I honestly don't want them to win. And that's one of the reasons on why. That's one of the reasons on why I don't want to see them win. But the next game, the Lions and the Commanders. Now listen, I'm not gonna hold you. I picked Detroit to win. I picked the Lions to win this game. What we saw from the Washington Commanders was just downright amazing. Downright amazing. For me, this is my opinion. I honestly believe that the Washington Commanders beat the Detroit Lions at their own game. At their own game, they beat them. Because when you think about it, right? The Lions have a history of going for it on fourth down a lot. The Commanders went for it 4 times and was successful 3 of the 4 times. Like, and they was in enemy territory. You would think, okay, we'll just get the field goal. Nope. We going for it. Because we know their defense is suspect. They have all these injuries, and we're going to use it against them. And that's exactly what they did. And it also helps that Jared Goff, he kind of blew this game for the Lions as well, if you ask me. I mean, the dude had 2 interceptions. One of them happened to be a pick 6. I remember people were saying that how Jared Goff was the weak link of the Detroit Lions. With a game like this, you can see why. He had 3 turnovers in this game. 3. I think they had 4 in total. 3 of them was by him. 2 interceptions and a fumble loss. Like St. Brown did his thing in this game. Naparta did his thing. He had one hell of a touchdown in the end zone. My man caught it with one hand and then cradled it so he can keep possession. But yeah, man, it's just sad for Detroit. It's just sad for the Detroit Lions that have the record that they had, which is 15-2. Think about that. The 2 teams that had the most wins this season in the same division, and both of them is out of the playoffs. And that would be the Vikings, and that would be the Lions. But you got to give credit to Jalen Daniels. Jaden Daniels. Listen, you've got to give this young man his credit. You got to give him his props. When I watch him play, I don't see no fear in his eyes. He's always composed. Like his poker game is like his poker face is elite. Like you don't see no nervousness coming out of him at all. Like he played that game as if he was a seasoned vet. And if you just look at all the quarterbacks that are remaining in the playoffs right now, he's the best quarterback out of all of them right now. You would think Patrick Mahomes, you would think Josh Allen, right? Nope. Jaden Daniels, right now at this moment, is the best quarterback remaining in the playoffs right now. He has gotten this Commanders team. They're galvanized, man. They are. We haven't seen a Washington team this successful since Lord knows how long. I can't even count when RG3 was there because obviously that didn't pan out well. They made it to a wild card game, and then after that, they was done. This young man has this team one win away from the Super Bowl. Who would have thought that before the season started? If you thought that the Washington Commanders was going to be in the championship game, if you thought this before the season started, you're lying. Nobody saw this. I don't even think their own fans saw it. And it starts with that young man. And it starts with him. But I feel bad for Detroit, though. I honestly feel bad for them. And then to think that you've lost your offensive coordinator and you lost your defensive coordinator. Ben Johnson is going to be the Bears head coach, which means the Lions are going to have to see him 2 times a year now, next year. And then you lose your defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, to the Jets. He just took the head coaching job. So it's going to be a whole new thing next year for Detroit. It's going to be a whole new thing for Detroit. With those 2 pieces that they lost, will this be a step down? Are they going to take a seat back? Is it safe to say that maybe it may be time for us to start saying that window might be closing for the Lions? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But again, congratulations to the Washington Commanders. Congrats. Very well deserving, man. I don't know what it is with Magic Johnson, man. Everything he touches, it's success. Everything that man touched, he is a part owner of the Washington Commanders. And look where he got them. It's like everything he touches, man, it breeds success. So again, Washington Commanders, salute to y'all. Now let's get to the Sunday games. We had the Eagles and we had the Rams. Now, me personally, I thought this one would be close, and it was. Jalen Hurts had one moment in this game. Just one moment in this game. And that was his touchdown rush, I think, in the first quarter. He had 70 yards running, but he had a big one. Pause. In the first quarter that I think gave the Eagles the first lead of the game, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. And he's not all the way healthy. But do I expect him not to play? Of course not. It's playoff time. You need your leader out there. But I will say this, though. Saquon Barkley, man. Saquon Barkley has been killing it in that Philadelphia Eagles uniform. Now, remember, he had 100-something yards against the Rams on Sunday Night Football earlier in the season. So what made me think that they was going to be able to shut him down in this game, which they didn't. 205 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was basically the MVP of the game. Without him, Eagles don't win this game because, like I said, Jalen Hurts wasn't his best. He only had 128 yards. He didn't throw for a touchdown. Luckily, he didn't throw an interception. So basically, if not for Saquon Barkley, the Philadelphia Eagles will lose this game. A.J. Brown was a non-factor. Just 2 catches for 14 yards. So again, without Saquon Barkley, the Eagles do not win this game. And it's unfortunate. Because the Rams did their thing. Like the Rams did their thing. Like, salute to them. But that boy Saquon, he was just too much for them. He was just too much. He was just too much. So basically, the Eagles, they need to be on their knees thanking Saquon because I'm telling you, without him, the Eagles do not win this game. They do not win this game. And then we get to the last game. I think the game that we all expected was the game of the weekend, and that would be the Buffalo Bills against the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not going to lie. I picked Baltimore. I thought this would be the year that Lamar Jackson gets to the Super Bowl at least. I didn't know if he would win, but I thought this would be the year where he finally shuts everyone up and gets to the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, he's going to go another year of getting blamed for something. Now, me personally, I can't put the blame on him on this. I can't do it. I can't put the blame on Lamar Jackson on this. Now, yes, he did throw an interception. He did lose a fumble. But for him to be able to take his team down the field in crunch time and have that great scoring drive, I can't put this loss on him. I can't put it on him. But I could put it on Mark Andrews because when the Ravens were having that real spark in this game, he fumbled the ball. Buffalo got it, scored on that turnover. And then obviously, I don't know what the hell he was thinking on that 2-point drive to tie the game and to take it to overtime. I don't know what he was thinking. Like, I don't know how he dropped that. I'm sitting down like, I'll be damned. I can't believe he just did that. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's very, very crazy. It is unfortunate because obviously in a situation like this, you now have those fans that make their death threats and this, that, and the third. Like, come on now. And I don't like how he didn't, make himself available to the press after the loss. Like, y'all lost. The media wants to hear from you. Because I can guarantee you this. Had y'all won, you would get interviewed. You would want the microphone in your face. You would want the cameras in your face. So you should have spoken defeat as well. Still a dope tight end, don't get me wrong, but he's gonna have a horrible offseason. He's gonna have a horrible offseason. But I will say this though. I think if Baltimore would have gave Derrick Henry more runs, the Ravens probably would have won. Especially in the second half. Like King Henry was just running through shit. Him and Hill. Both of them. Both of them was going to work. Both of them was going to work. So Derrick Henry should have got way more than 16 touches. Way more. And he only got 84 yards. Now, yes, Buffalo did an amazing job the first half. But I'm talking about that second half. That second half, King Henry should have got more touches. He should have had at least 25 touches in this game, honestly, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm not blaming Lamar for this. I'm not blaming him for this. I know that's the safe thing to do, blame Lamar, but I'm not blaming him for this loss. I'm not doing it. I'm not. It's unfortunate that yes, he might get his third MVP and still no Super Bowl berth. I get that. But on this one, I'm not going to put the loss on him. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. Listen, Josh Allen didn't even have a great game. And if we're going to keep it a buck, Lamar outplayed him, even with the turnovers. Josh Allen only had 127 yards. He ain't do nothing. I mean, he got 2 touchdowns rushing, but as far as him as a quarterback, oh no, Lamar outshined him on that. But yeah, congrats to Buffalo though. Congrats to Bills Mafia. And now we get to our championship games, right? Philly and Washington. I think it's split 1-1. But again, that's regular season. I'm just saying it's 1-1. And this is the tiebreaker. And the tiebreaker is whoever wins goes to the Super Bowl. I will say this. Jalen Hurts is going to have the game of his life this weekend if the Eagles are going to win. He cannot have the performances that he has been having in these playoffs and beat this Commanders team. That Commanders team right now, they're the most dangerous team right now remaining. And I know that's saying a lot with Kansas City and Buffalo because I think for the consensus out there, the winner of that game is winning the Super Bowl. Listen, Washington right now is the most dangerous team right now. The most dangerous team. Because at this point, they're sitting on house money. Nobody expected them to get to this round. And if they get to the Super Bowl, nobody's definitely going to expect them to win. So you don't want to go up against a team like that. You don't. You don't. But with that being said, I'm going to go with Philly. I'm going to go with Philly. I honestly think this will be a good game. I think it'll be a close game, but I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles to get the dub. And then we got the rematch. Another rematch of Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen in the playoffs. I believe they've met in the playoffs, I think, either 3 or 4 times. Patrick Mahomes has won all of them. He's won all of them. Each matchup against Josh Allen in the playoffs, Patrick Mahomes has been victorious. I will say this though, and I immediately wrote this on my page after Baltimore lost to Buffalo. There's only one way Buffalo wins this game, and they're going to have to do it convincingly. And what I mean by that is they're going to have to win by a lot of points. They're going to have to win by a lot of points. You do not want to make this game close. You do not want this game to be close because if it is, we know what's going to happen. So I hope Buffalo, listen, the Buffalo Bills, the players, I hope y'all know what y'all in for. And it's in Kansas City too. If you're going to beat the Chiefs, you are going to have to do it convincingly. You're going to have to do it convincingly. You're going to have to do it convincingly. You're going to have to blow them out. Because if you let this be close, them Zebras is definitely going to help Kansas City. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. But with that being said, I just got to go with the track record, right? I just got to go with the track record. For whatever the reason may be, when Patrick Mahomes plays Josh Allen in the playoffs, he's perfect. I expect that to still be the case. And trust me, don't get it messed up. I want the Chiefs to lose. I want them to lose. I'm tired of the cheating. I'm tired of the refs favoring them. I'm tired of them showing Taylor Swift. And I like Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is my dude. But I'm not liking the favoritism for the Chiefs. I'm not liking how the refs always had these crazy calls for them. I don't like how they keep showing Taylor Swift at these games. Yes, I'm one of those people that get ticked off from that shit. And I do. I ain't even gonna hold you. And I ain't gonna hide my emotions about it either. I'm tired of it. Because I damn sure don't want to see it in the Super Bowl. We saw that crap last year. Damn sure don't want to see it again this year. So yes, I'm going with, but I'm picked. Listen, I want Buffalo to win. However, I just don't see it. So, hey, it is what it is. So yes, it's looking like we might have a rematch of the Super Bowl 2 years ago when it was the Eagles and the Chiefs. So it's looking like we're about to have that again. Because I got the Eagles beating the Commanders and I got the Chiefs beating the Bills. So I think both home teams will get the dubs. So there you have it. But it's a wrap for this. Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it flowing. Once again, if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel, Sportswear with Dray Podcast. Hit that notification bell. Once a video was dropped, you will get a notification letting you know that your boy dropped. So once again, thank y'all for your support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another episode of Sportswear with Dray Podcast. Catch you on the flip side. God bless. Y'all be safe out there, because this flu shit is crazy. And it's so many people getting sick. So many people getting sick. So y'all be safe out there. Y'all mask up, wash your hands, all that good stuff. Catch you on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here.